Hello to the people that are watching me, which is kind of cool to talk about the people watching me while I'm making this video. It kind of brings me right into what this channel is kind of focused on, which I didn't really talk about in the last video. It was more of an introduction to the tarot cards. Excuse me, and I have some type of something with my throat. I don't know. I thought it was because I have too much nicotine in my vape pen, so I lowered it today. Hopefully it goes away. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about was what this channel is going to be about and some of the things I want to talk about, just because I feel like there's so many important things to talk about. It's hard for me to say what to start with. I don't really know where to begin with this kind of stuff because there's so much that I feel like the general public doesn't understand about death in general, and I think that it's interesting now looking at my life, just sitting behind a camera and thinking that I'm going to post this. It's crazy because, I mean, look at my eyes. I was able to smoke my medical marijuana, and I'll tell you what I did. I smoked Amnesia Haze and Sweet Tooth Hybrid, Indica and Sativa, just like combination. Fruit salad is what we call it. But anyways, I've been wanting to make a video for a while, and so I finally got it together and was like, you know what, just make a video. Who cares who watches it? Because I have this fire burning inside of me to make a video, and here we go. So it's happening. And if this becomes a thing, then it becomes a thing. But for now, I really enjoy the potential that someone could grow off of what I've been through. And for me to be able to tap into, you know, not only with the cards, tap into like the other side that people, I mean, shit, excuse my language, but if everybody in the world could just understand what life and death was about, we would solve peace. World peace would be happening like this. It's crazy to think about, you know, the potential of a video of myself going viral to help world peace, because that's really what I want. So it's hard for me to pick something, like I said earlier, to talk about because I have so much to talk about. So without further ado, I have learned to minimize my speech. My tendency is to ramble on, and I have to learn to cut that short because not everybody has the time to listen, and it takes a lot. So what I want to go over is a couple things, and what I want is to talk about how I am going to record these. So because of the fact that I would love to channel as much positive light and energy into a video as I can, pre-video, I'm meditating and really opening up to the positive. Excuse me, I have to burp. There we go. I don't know if anybody knows, like, body language. I don't know if that's body language. It's this thing where if you say, oh, my shoulder hurts, there's some spiritual reason behind it. You can believe that or not, but I believe it. It's most of the time pretty accurate. So what I wanted to say is I just want to go over spirits and ghosts. I want to talk about, you know, what the general questions are, because people are so misconcepted. Their lives are misconstrued, and we're living a big lie because we don't understand these basic principles of life and death. And it's not that it's our fault as humans we don't understand life and death. It's just we haven't evolved to the technology to understand it. We haven't been able to sit here and say, oh my goodness, this is how we all can habitat in one place and get along, and everybody can be peaceful. Stop all the violence. I would love that, but unfortunately I don't have the, you know, there's no code to type in on a computer to solve world peace. It's a collaborative effort. I can't do it, you can't do it, we all can do it, but one person definitely can't do it. And that's been a problem this entire time when I've been trying to find if world peace is attainable. Yeah, I can't find it by myself because it's never going to happen with one person. It takes you, the viewer, viewing this video and saying, you know what, this girl has potential. I'm going to share her because I want to invest someone else's time as well in this video because I think someone else would learn. I feel like so many times I doubt myself and I doubt my potential, and I don't honestly think that I feel those deep down inside of me. It's just that this fear comes over, and that's what I think demons are. They're these barriers that you have to bust through, that they'll bring you to that next place that you want to go. So they're the, you know, a demon would be a determined monster, like a determination of something. Like you have lots of determinations, things that are like, this is what's happening, like kind of like laying the law down things. So they come around when you need help. Mostly the bad ones come around when you seriously need help, and I say help lightly in the event that you learn from the situation, you get help. So that's a scary thing, and I think that the only thing I can answer for that being scary is that it's because of Hollywood. Hollywood has misdepicted lots of things. I couldn't even think of one just to say, because there's so many flooding my head right now of the ass backwards ideology that we have on Earth of perfection, and how we should function. So because I'm a psychic, does that mean I can predict catastrophes, world events, tragic things? Yeah, for the most part I can do it. I don't want to. Like, it's not what I want to do with my life. It was cool once upon a time. I'll tell you what, nightmares are not fun, so don't do it. Don't spend your energy worrying about something that you ultimately probably have nothing to do with. Like, these evil people in the world are so powerful that you're not going to be affected by them personally. I mean, chances are collectively we're all being hurt, but like, nobody is being singled out. Right now, there are people actually being singled out, but as the general public knows it, Mr. George Soros isn't personally saying, I'm gonna hurt you, whatever. So, let me not get into names. So, so about the predictions. My basic idea with those is that if it's not asked, I'm not gonna say it. If someone doesn't say to me, oh, hey, what's your prediction about such and such? You're a psychic. I would elaborate deeply. But unfortunately, no one really gives a shit about what I say. So, no one will ever find out unless they ask, and that's fine, because asking you shall receive. That's how I've lived my life for a while, and I've asked and asked spirits, and they're all around me all the time, and I love it, because the more I talk about them, the more I show people about them, the nicer it is for me to live my life, because I can be at peace with myself, because I can understand things. The more that you become one, as some people, you know, people talk about Buddhism as like this, oh, you're a hippie, this and that, but I think that just being peaceful means that you're living your life and you're not letting anyone else tell you how to live your life, and you feel okay with that. But at the same time, you also have guidance, directions, and you have a general, you know, light about you that you can love, and you can be happy, and you can possess all these positive qualities. But at the same time, do you still get mad when someone punches you in the face 500 times and you stand there? I would get mad. Would you get mad if your best friend betrayed you? I would get mad, but God says to pray for your enemies, and when God sees someone hurting you, I think he's gonna help you. If you're his child and someone's hurting you and you're praying to God saying, God, this person's really hurting me, and God says, well, this person needs to learn a lesson in life. They learn a lesson in life. And unfortunately, the demons are the ones that generally carry out the lesson learning. They're just on a one path cycle, and you run into them throughout your path in life. And when you run into these demons, what they do is they just teach you a very valuable lesson. And until you can conquer that demon, you're going to stay challenging the same one. It's almost like a video game of a sort, but it's life. Okay. So speaking of that, to my next subject, life versus death. We're at 11 minutes, and I'm cutting it short because I don't want to go over 15. So, life versus death. We've got misinterpretations of it all. Oh, we've got so many misinterpretations of life versus death. We've got just so much judgment, I think, towards people who have died, people that maybe you think deserve to die, people that you just, really would like to see tortured because of things that they've done to you and because of pain that someone else has inflicted to you. We have this sense of fight back. We have this, you pushed me, what? You're going to push me? That's called your ego. And when your ego gets stomped on and it becomes crushed, and you can take it and you can look at it and say, this is nothing, because what is in me and what is keeping me alive is not an ego. My ego tried to jump off a bridge a long time ago, but God intervened, and I'm here making a video, and here we are. So it works out. Works out for me, works out for you. Who knows who else it's going to work out for. So what I wanted to say is that life versus death is the cause and effect of misinterpretation. So because we misinterpret our own bodies, our own mental health, we can't live forever. Because of Adam and Eve, when they fucked up our DNA, excuse my language, when we got our DNA messed up, Adam and Eve ate that fruit, whatever it was, in the Garden of Eden, and believe it or not, it was probably something to help us live forever, but it wasn't quite developed, and I would imagine it could have been poisonous in its early stages to your DNA, and there could have been a lot of crazy, really bad other things that happened had they eaten it sooner. I just really don't know what really went on back then. So that's my honest feeling about that situation. There's so much that I would love to dive into right now, but I just wanted to say one thing. If you're watching this video, thank you, one, for listening. Number two, if you've made it to the end of the video, thumbs up, like 2 thumbs up, because you're on your way to a journey, hopefully, that'll bring you lots of positive and light situations. So, at the end of my videos, I would like to do 1 tarot card reading. 1 card. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Ooh, my refrigerator shut off. That noise was super annoying. I knew it was going to happen at a really cool time, too. So, without further ado, these are my tarot cards. This is the book. So, what I do is I'm going to clear the energy, and we're going to shuffle them. But while I'm shuffling them, I got to think of a question to ask. So, let's see. What will be the success? I would say success of this video, like, could I touch many people and help them in their life? And look, there's a card. There's 2 cards. The cards just stopped me mid-sentence, okay? They were like, stop. We got your question. Just pull the cards. You're wasting time. Got 30 seconds. So, without further ado, I got Justice and Epiphany. So, it says the 8 is the Justice, Archangel Raphael. It says, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made out in your favor. Don't give up. And the Epiphany says, joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. So, those are cool. I'm not even going to read you these because that just spoke for itself. And I hope you guys have a great night. Look at that. We're at 15 minutes.